Hey everybody, before I get into some Xbox news, Xbox 360, I want to ask you guys a question. This is just a question that I'm asking because recently, just moments ago I should say, and let me check, make sure everything's okay now. Okay, everything is fine. But I want to ask you guys this question, because I want to know if this has ever happened to any of you. I'm checking my manual here, okay. Manual focus on the camera, that is. But I want to ask you guys, have you ever dealt with the fact that when you're on the internet, whether you're wired in on one computer in your house and Wi-Fi through your laptops, your iPods, your iPhones, your Androids, whatever you want to call them, your iPads, or even your computer, your Wi-Fi through all that, then all of a sudden, the internet just stops working. And you think to yourself, oh, well, maybe I just need to restart the computer, right? What happens when you go to where the modem's located at, and you find out it's all blinking except for a couple of lights? And one of the lights that's blinking the most is the US light. Now you might be asking yourself, what do I mean by the US light? Let me give you an example of what I mean. You see, my cable company provides my internet. So in honesty, they provide the modem. They do. They provide the modems. Okay. They provide the modems, but then here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing. If they provide the modems, shouldn't they make sure everything's working on it, right? They should make sure everything's working. Well, they do. But then shouldn't on their end of the bargain, shouldn't they on their end make sure everything's working right? They should, shouldn't they? Now you're probably wondering what I mean. Well, I'll tell you what I mean. See, moments ago, about 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, half hour I should say, my cable company on their end of the spectrum, I guess, lost the internet signal for me and probably other customers. Because the telephone wasn't working and neither was the internet. So everything was out, except for the cable. So you probably ask yourself, what is with these companies? Why can't they keep them straight? Well, apparently, I have a family member, very close family member, that works for this cable company, and she was able to get us an additional premium channel, that channel being HBO. She was also able to boost our internet. So my only understanding is that perhaps it had to do with our internet being boosted. Okay, that's an understandable thing, because the other night, when me and my mom were getting ready to go to bed, she went to go take a shower, like she usually does before she goes to bed. And while she was taking a shower, her channel that she watches to relax to, the channel she watches so she can relax, Hallmark, went off. And certain channels from like channel 21 up to about channel 60 something were out. And it was the reference code of S00 something something. And then it came back on. I apologize for that, that's a motorcycle in the background. But it had that reference code. And then all of a sudden it came back on. Me and my mom can only estimate the fact that, again, the cable company's probably adjusting to our new, well, maybe we're being adjusted to our new premium packages. Maybe. But anyway, I just want to start out by asking you guys, has this ever happened to you with your cable company? Now, getting on to some Xbox news. I read the source online. I read this from a source online that the new upgrade to our dashboards on our Xbox 360s will be occurring this holiday season, or in time for the holiday season. So in other words, you're looking at in between possibly October, November, and December. Most logically it will be probably about November, in time for the holiday season, from what I've read. So possibly by Thanksgiving, maybe sooner, we might be getting our upgrades to the new dashboards, which will include live television, which will include Bing search, and of course what everybody's been waiting for to come onto YouTube, come onto Xbox 360, YouTube. That's right. All of that will finally be entered, or not entered, but will be brought to the forefront in the next couple of months, basically by November at the latest, because that's right before the holiday season and basically practically right before Thanksgiving. Now, speaking of some other Xbox news, some other Xbox news out there is sources are going around. They're doing a recent video game convention or presentation or whatever in Italy, of all places. Europe, Italy, whatever you want to call it. That Microsoft and Xbox are actually considering, or Microsoft is actually considering, and this is just a rumor, considering an external or internal or external, whatever you want to call it, Blu-ray add-on. That's right. You remember when Xbox had that add-on, that external add-on for the high-definition DVDs? Well, apparently rumors going around that they might be now considering doing an add-on for Blu-ray. Now, some of you may be listening to this and saying to yourself, well, that's impossible, seeing as though Xbox is bringing out possibly a new console next month, or not next month, but next year they're revealing a new console. It makes no sense to do that. Well, to you guys, you may think that, but perhaps it does make sense. Because we don't know if the new console is going to be Blu-ray compatible. It may be, it may not be. But what we do know is that according to the source about the dashboard, before the holiday season, from what I understand, we should be getting the new dashboard upgrade. Now the Blu-ray rumor, the Blu-ray external rumor, is just a rumor, but it's still a possibility. It's still a possibility. Because if that happens, then according to some sources, according to the same source, people who play their Xbox 360s on the high-definition televisions, the 1080p's, if you will, or 720s, whatever you want to call it, 720p's, 1080p's, that they'll be able to play Blu-rays on those as well. And according to the source, as well, when it came to the dashboard, the source has indicated that Microsoft wants to make their Xbox 360 more of a family-oriented entertainment console than a hardcore gaming console. In other words, it's still going to be a gaming console, but it's also mainly, its main focus and priority is going to be becoming more family entertainment oriented. So there's the answer there as to why, as some people may complain, gaming consoles like the 360 and the PS3 and even the Wii are becoming more multimedia than just focused on gaming. So, but that's just some of the Xbox news that I have heard and understood. Now, I want to get one other thing out of the way. Some people have questioned me about getting a Kinect. Now, some people have said that I don't need a Kinect. Some people have even told friends that they know out there that they don't need a Kinect. So, here's the question. Do we need a Kinect? Or do I need a Kinect? I think I would like to have a Kinect. Now, I've said multiple times I'd be trying to get one this year. And I'm still determined to. But here's why I want to get a Kinect. Here's why I want to get a Kinect, if you will. Here's why. One, I want to get a Kinect due to a few reasons. A few reasons. If I was to get an additional Xbox 360, which I'm not saying I would, but let's say I got an additional Xbox 360, I'd be able to probably hook that sucker right here or in the rec room. And here's why. Because my mom and one of my older sisters likes to talk on the phone. They like to talk to each other. So I'm figuring what better way for them to communicate than to sit on the phone, but face to face through the Kinect. You get what I'm saying? And also I have friends as well on Facebook and on Xbox that I would like to see face to face as well. And communicate and talk with. That's why I'd love to get a Kinect. Because of that social communication. And also due to the fact that the Kinect games are supposed to be, some of them are supposed to be very physical. So you got to get up and do jumping jacks or dance and stuff like that. That's another reason I want to get a Kinect. For those very reasons. So that's all I'm going to say on that. So I hope you enjoyed this video where I I started by asking if your internet and phones going out, with the exception of your cable, has ever happened to you. And I hope you enjoyed the information I gave you about when the dashboard upgrade will be happening, and the possible Blu-ray edition, Blu-ray add-on will be probably coming, the rumor about that, as well as giving you a little bit more information as to why I want to get a Kinect. So comment down below, and I'll talk to you later.